Welcome back to our new channel, that is a AI next generation. So this particular video is a continuous of the part 1 what we have just done, that's introduction to the COVID-19 chest x-ray detection. In that particular video we already have just seen which particular data set. About the data set I have shown you different whether we have three class. We are going to use normal, viral and COVID data set, that is chest x-ray, and also we have just gone through the blocks that's written by the Pranavi, so our AI next generation team. So in that already I've just shown you how we have just gone through import libraries, load data set and various kind of things. Okay, so I think if you have not watched the part 1 video, so you must go and watch the part 1 video, so you will be understand how we are going to go flow and how we are going to use the data set. Okay, so in this particular video we are going to use, we have in this particular video we will use libraries. Which particular library we are going to use, also we will use to load the data set. Okay, so the importing the library is a really more important concept. So every library I will just load and I will explain you what you are going to use and which particular library you are going to use in this whole data set. So it will be not problem for you whenever you are just training the model or whenever you are just going for the building any model. Okay, so let's get start with the importing libraries. Which particular libraries we are going to use in for this developing COVID-19 chest x-ray detection. Okay, first of all we will import NumPy. So NumPy, I think you are familiar with the NumPy. It's done all the numerical operation you are just doing with the help of NumPy library. Okay, numeric. Okay, and the second thing we are going to use for visualizing, we are going to use Matplotlib. Okay, so Matplotlib we are easy, it is really easy and it is easy to visualize any particular data set. Okay, so visualizing term we are going to use. Okay, now the third thing is arrived. Now we are going to use, we will use PyTorch deep learning library. Okay, so this particular language we are going to use, that is a deep learning language you can just say, so to build the this particular model, COVID model. Okay, so for that first of all we are going to import the PyTorch library, that is a torch. Okay, then after that we have to import the torch dot nn as nn. I'll explain you about this. So at import torch dot nn as nn, basically you are just importing all the neural network function inside this particular library. Whether you are just building the particular you want to import, whether you are just building the fully connected layer or whether you want to import some activation function, so it is present inside the nn. Okay, so you directly all the function of the neural network, it can be present inside this particular library. Okay, so then after that you have also import the optimizer for that, whether which optimizer you are going to use, whether it is a SGD optimizer or stochastic gradient descent optimizer or Adam optimizer. Okay, so we are going to use optimizer basically means you are just optimizing the weights, means you are just optimizing the loss function during the back propagation. How during the back propagation you are just adjusting the weights of that. Okay, so for that we are just going to import this particular, and it is present import torch dot optim as optim. Okay, so I don't think so any doubt in this optimizer. Clear? So three thing already you have just imported. Now we are going to import again the data loader and image folder. I will explain you about this also. So what do you mean by data loader? Even in the data loader you can go and read here also in the blocks, but in here also I will explain you. Whenever you want to divide any data set into batches, because you can't pass everything like 1 lakh of during the forward propagation and then again 1 lakh of data set during the back propagation to update the weights. So indirectly you are just giving huge burden to the model, and it might be not update the weights for that. Okay, so that you are just dividing every data set into the batches. We will see more whenever we will do the coding part of the data loader. Okay, so how we are going to import from torch dot utils dot data import data loader. Okay, ADR. Okay, I don't think so you have any doubt in this. And the third, and again we are going to use the some random split we are going to use. What do you mean by random split? I'm explaining you, because in this particular we have only one data set. Inside the training function you have basically a normal, phenomenal and COVID-19. Okay, so you want to divide your data set into a training, validation and testing. Okay, we have only training and testing data. Okay, so for that what you can just do, you can just keep training data as it is and you can just split the testing data into validation and testing. Okay, so that during the model training time you are using the validation data, and during the testing time you want to test your real world example. So it will, whether after training your model, whether the model is predicting correct or not, you can just go for the testing data. Okay, so we will see again in this thing in the detail, don't worry. From how we are just importing from torch dot, it's, you can just import from there also, but again I'm just writing everything so it can be like more clear to you. Import random split. Okay, you are just splitting these things. Even you have just seen I think in the machine learning you can just from sklearn dot model selection import range test split, it works as it is, the approx the same. Okay, random splitting, you are just doing the data set that random. Okay, clear. Now what we are going to use, now we will use the torch vision library. So if now torch function is everything we have just imported. Torch vision is not any another libraries, it works hands on hand with the torch. Okay, so torch vision, whenever it's related to the any vision, by the word torch vision means whenever you are just working on images or videos data set, in that case you are going to use the torch vision, because torch vision contains the transform. You are, whether you want to transform your image means you want to resize your image, you do want to do the image augmentation part, or you want to shift any horizontal vertical, they are the part of image augmentation. You can just do everything in the torch vision. Even the all the pretend widths, it is there in the torch vision. Okay, you can just directly use the torch vision library. Okay, first of all you are going to import the torch vision. Okay, so sorry for that, you have to write your torch vision. Clear. Then after that what you are going to use, you are just importing the transform, and I will explain you about this also. First of all what you are just doing, import torch vision dot transform. Okay, so what does you mean by this transforms? As transform basically means you want to transform your image into a various type of things, like we already have said, you want to resize your image, or you want to do image augmentation like horizontal flip, vertical flip, you can just do with the help of transforms. Okay, so I don't think so you have doubt in this, you can just write as it is, so it will be not merge. Clear. And then after that you are going to use again image folder. What do you mean by image folder? Image folder basically means it's like really easy. So when suppose you have total you have training data and you have total 3 folder inside that. One is 3 class means you can just say about that. One is a basically normal, phenomenal, and COVID. I can just explain you here also, so that it might be clear for you. See, this is a COVID data. Okay, inside the train you have total 3 class. One is a COVID, one is a normal, one is a viral. Okay, so these 3 is a your class. Basically this is the your 3 class. This you are just doing the classification problem, and your label for every COVID image inside the COVID folder, you will have all the images, chest x-ray images that's related to the COVID. Okay, and this normal, you all the things that's related to the normal, and you in this all thing that's related to the viral pneumonia. Okay, so this is what you want. You want only the COVID, normal, and viral. So image folder, it is doing, it will just returning the class what you have written in the folder name. Okay, so that's why the image folder means it will just give you the class. Okay, that is the COVID, normal, and viral. This is the 3 class, and it will return the 3 class name. Okay, so that's why image folder is basically all the images inside that folder is a features, and the target, and your target means the target or labels, it is a basically a COVID. Okay, so it's clear to you. Image folder is really easy. Even I have even the Pranavi has explained about the image folder. You can directly go and read about this, about the image folder. It is written, it's really easy, you don't have to go depth in this. Okay, so I think it's clear to you. Then from where we are just importing, you have to import from there, or from the torch vision library only. Okay, so how you are just importing from torch vision dot, you are just going to use basically data set. Okay, import image folder if world. Okay, so I think it's clear to you, and we are going to you don't have any doubt in this. And the last we are going to use, that is make grid. Make grid is basically used for the making the grid of the particular whenever you are going for the visualize the data set. Okay, so the grid means this one. We will go again the coding part. This grid you are just creating, you want to with the help of make grid, that is present in the torch library. Okay, so torch vision library. So what you can just write from torch vision dot utils import make grid. Okay, So I don't think so here we brought and just run this particular, so hope so it will run. Yeah, I have done some mistake because you have just imported from Torch Vision image from, oh sorry for that, from Torch Vision. Yeah, sorry for that. Now it will work fine. So you have just imported all the libraries. So this particular library you have just imported. So the next thing is that we will see in the next particular video, we will how to load the data set and how to train the data set, how to customize the data set, how to create the model, everything we will going to show this thing. This particular video is only to explain you about the libraries we are going to use in this particular problem, that is the data set, or you can just say this is the project, that is a COVID-19 chest x-ray. That's all for this video. Hope so if you like this video, please subscribe our channel. Thank you.